This first date hack will make her like you so much more. It will help you with the selection of the right woman for the long term, and it'll improve all of your relationships for the rest of your life. Big promise, I'm aware, but we're about to deliver. My name is Meessen. I'm the international dating coach. I've helped men from 36, 37 countries, hundreds of them find the right girlfriend, life partner, or wife. Before I'll tell you what the hack is, let me tell you about a little story. When I ended things with my ex-wife many years ago, and I went back out dating, I one time went on a date with a woman. And we were in a bar, and she asks me what I want to drink. And I ask her, what do you want to drink? She says, red wine. I say, cool, perfect, you can take a seat over there, and I'm gonna bring you your red wine. So I'll bring her the red wine, and I'll order this for myself. And I sit down, and I start drinking, we start talking, and she goes, by the way, what is that? And I say, cranberry juice. Because if you've seen the movie The Departed, you know. The reason being is I didn't drink alcohol at the time, I still don't drink alcohol. I had a period of time where I drank alcohol for a little bit, just realized it wasn't for me. Not that I had an issue with it, but I was training karate, and I was teaching karate for so many years that it never aligned with my lifestyle. Also, I've been in personal development so intensely, and it's just something that isn't good for me, so that's why I wasn't drinking. And that's what I told her. And she said to me, oh, now I feel stupid. Stupid. She was from Spain, so she had a bit of a cute accent. So now I feel stupid. Because I didn't even want to drink either. She said she only ordered the red wine because she thought it was social convention. It was expected that you drink on a first date. And she was actually more attracted to me, and the night was successful, right? We actually ended up dating for a couple of months. We weren't that compatible then, and things ended, and I wasn't necessarily looking for a relationship right after my ex-wife ended things with me because I needed to get some experience, right? So before I met Fernanda, my fiance, who I've been with now for 5 years. The reason I'm telling you this story is ordering alcohol-free drinks on the first date and reducing alcohol to a minimum, if not banning it from your life entirely, will improve your life so massively. Let me tell you something. There is no way in which your life will be any worse if you cut out alcohol. 0 negative consequences, but there are 15 very real ways in which your life can go to shit. Complete waste, and you can ruin relationships if you keep drinking alcohol. Most 50% of all crimes are committed, or not all crimes, but specific types of crimes are committed when people are drunk. We've all done stupid shit when we were drunk. And specifically in a dating context, 1, do you want a woman who gets drunk every single week, several times a week? No, but you attract not just what you want, but who you are at a behavioral level. Whatever you put out in terms of your behavior, you're also gonna attract that. And at the same time, your calibration is gonna decrease. Yeah, you might feel a temporary increase in confidence. Why do so many men drink alcohol when they go and approach? Because they get a temporary increase in confidence, but then the calibration goes down. You just learn your words a little. It's not cool. It's not attractive. If you're looking for a woman for the long term, the right one, then you gotta ask yourself, what types of behaviors do I want to display? And my clients, a lot of them, they don't drink any alcohol or very little, or some have made a conscious decision to reduce it. I've actually had clients who worked in the medical field who drank a little bit of alcohol every day. And then when they started the program, they completely, entirely cut it out. They picked up martial arts, their career improved, their health improved, their emotional well-being improved so drastically. So the idea that I want to offer you here today is ask yourself, who do you see yourself as in the next 5 years? Who do you want to be? And let me tell you, if you're not growing, you're deteriorating. Things in life, they don't stay the same. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And alcohol is a group A carcinogen. It fosters the growth of 5 different types of cancer cells. It eats holes into your brain. It's a neural toxin. You will start messing up relationships. So order a cranberry juice. And so many people are worried, but what are people gonna think of me? Let me tell you something. If the friendships you have only exist because they revolve around alcohol, they weren't right for you to begin with. What kind of a level do you want to play at? Seriously. What kind of a level do you want to play at? You're probably doing well in your career or your business, but you have a couple of habits that aren't good for you. If you're drinking too much alcohol, reduce it. Or even just like a little bit. Why? Why at all? And again, I'm not virtue signaling. I'm not preaching from a high horse. I'm not saying that you can't drink wine every once in a while or a gin tonic. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy this ever again. Not at all. I'm not saying that. But to what extent and why are you doing it? In spirituality, there's this idea that you only ever come from a place of inspiration or desperation. Anything you do comes from an inspired place or it comes from a place of desperation. Do I drink a glass of wine because I really enjoy the taste of it and it's one glass only, not four, and it just enhances everything, and I do it like once every 2 weeks or once on a weekend, 1 or 2 glasses of wine because it's just, it adds a different flavor if you want to? Or am I doing it because I don't have the confidence that I want to express myself freely and authentically on dates? Or do I do it because I can't regulate myself emotionally? Because you haven't learned the tools to simply turn on the emotional state you want to have. Why are you doing what you're doing? The right woman will greatly appreciate you not drinking. And I've been asked, look, I've been out for 7 years approaching, right? And you don't have to do crazy amounts of approaches in person. You can find your girlfriend or wife from dating apps. But you should do some approaches. And when you do that, relying on alcohol in a bar scenario is a loser tactic. Losers consume drugs. It's a fact. You might think, yeah, but David, magic mushrooms. Different, right? If there's a medicinal use prescribed by healthcare professionals, like, what was it? I don't even know which ones they were. That psilocybin, I believe it was, exactly. That's a different story. That's not what I'm talking about. But people who just consume weed leisurely, they're losers. If you're a high performer or other stuff, if you're a high performer and you indulge in these types of things, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. And things will spiral out of control eventually. People cheat when they're drunk. You can lose everything. And you might say, David, it's not a big deal. Things amplify. They amplify. Success comes down to doing the right things and being disciplined, for sure. But success in all areas of life largely comes down to not f***ing up, to not doing the wrong things. You can do everything right in your life. Work on your business, work on your career until you're 40, 50 years of age, have great relationships, work on your body, your nutrition, take care of your finances, your spirituality, and then you do heroin for 2 weeks. And then what? Your entire life is messed up. And it might take you years to recover from that. Not to say that you can't then rebuild after a couple of years, but you can shoot yourself in the foot so drastically. So, start drinking cranberry juice or mocktails. And by the way, little technical tip here. You don't have to say, let's meet for alcohol-free drinks. If you invite her for a date, from a dating app or from Instagram or from an approach, you can say, let's meet for drinks one of these days. And then in person, you simply order a Sprite or a mocktail.